And Shazam! Had a good ride tonight. Had a good walk. Give me a chance to fix my cameras up. Okay, I don't think we need that going on. Although actually that might be okay. We can mess around with that a bit. Focus, focus. Nice and bright. And now how about me? So do we want zoomed in or not? Let's have it out. Widescreen, advance, focus, focus. Come on, there we go. To this, and in my case, let's change my brightness down a bit. Okay, one more camera, folks. Okay, that's as zoomed in as I think we're going to want it for now. Okay, with the autofocus off, bring the whiteness up. And just a little there. All right, I think we're good. Turn on our background recorder. I wish the software would remember my favorite settings. That would save me a lot of grief. Ooh, let's do one thing here. Can I pin that? There we go. I don't really need that running necessarily. Here, let's put some tunes on. There we go. Hey, Eileen, how you doing? Yeah, we just we did what, 5-6K walk to Walmart and back just to pick up a package, just because, you know, it was nice night and time to walk after dinner. 123 to 130. Everyone good tonight? We don't need that up there. Where am I going to keep all this garbage? I don't like having it up here. I should keep a trash bin right here. Like, that would be perfect. Put in my corner of shame for now. That's a little better. Nice. Oh, great weather in Waterloo. Great in Toronto too. I was going to go for another ride. Technically, I did 2 rides, but rode to Yorkdale just so I can go to Sport Check and see if they had time to look at my bike. They didn't, but you dumb cat.
Sorry, that was my fault a little bit.
But I got a better appointment, so Thursday morning I'll drop off the bike, and I should have it in the afternoon, so that'll be okay. Let's see how that looks. But yeah, I got to 20 degrees. Wasn't bad. I need to situate another light. Project for another day. I just noticed how dark it is right here. Yeah, that's okay. But yeah, just beautiful weather. I mean, it looks like it's going to be good the rest of the week. I booked off this week on very short notice, but I have a very good boss who recognizes my contributions. Yeah, trying to decide if I got any more trips out there or if I'm just going to chill for a bit. Gas brutal. $1.96 to $1.99. Most places I saw today. I'm a little confused. If I should be trying to do this times 2. Because step 123 is showing times 2. Hey Ty, how you doing? Oh, sorry to hear that. It was such a nice evening to walk, though. Oh, I think it was 17 degrees when we were walking. Just like I mean, I'm still dressed. T-shirt with a t-shirt thin hoodie that I actually use for my riding hoodie today. Because to show you that it's definitely getting warmer, I didn't have to use the heavy flannel one. I am going to gamble that I'm only going to do this to 1. Actually, yeah, not much of a gamble. It's not possible any other way. Yeah, what did I say last night? This stuff's not Lego. Yeah, this stuff's not Lego. Definitely seeing minor tolerance issues here. Yeah, the gas is just stupid. One by three. Yeah, I was actually going to go for a ride, but it's more important to drag wifey out. I'll get in plenty of riding tomorrow. I'll have no choice because I'm probably going to lose a lot of my opportunity Thursday. Although I got the first appointment, so I'm hoping they get me in and out. While I'm there, I'll actually look at buying another bike. Probably a different style, but okay, I should collect the parts first because I'm a little confused. And we got a slide rail. Yes. Did that where I am here. I really hate the fact that they gray out the previous steps. I know some people love that, but I am not some people. Oh, you got a new Fitbit, eh? I'm going to look into it. I need to figure out what I can. I mean, I got an Apple Watch, but no one's using it. Mostly because I had to stop using it at work, and then I handed it off to the family, but it turns out none of them are using it. I might reclaim it. I don't know. Turn it into a cycling watch, or I don't know. I got some options what I can do with it. Two of those. Okay, this is really going to suck if I don't have more of those. Okay, so there's two of those. Oh yeah, the tolerances are off on these parts. 1, 2, 3, two of those, one of those, and I need a. There we go. The Versa 3. So you liking that? So does it wear like a typical watch? I am so confused right now. Oh, okay. So if I do that and lightweight, cool. Okay. I'll have to take a closer look at it. Okay, I have no idea. I'll have to see where this goes in the instructions. Two quarter rounds. Okay. In the end, I'll put up with tolerance issues with this as long as it looks really cool. Two of these. Good. Ooh. Cat hairs everywhere. Can't live here if you got an allergy to the cat. Would not work. Gotta do this twice. Did it earlier. Didn't use that yet. Not complaining. Okay, I need 131 to 142. There we go. Hopefully you guys aren't hearing the country music I'm playing. I know sometimes that actually comes through. Tends to be Facebook more than YouTube that dings me. And an L plate. 2x2 plate. White rod. I need 2 Technic bricks. 1 there. There's another one. Gray Technic pin. Hopefully it's in good condition. Ooh. Not a fan of that. One by 2. Inverted slope. Oh, I need another Technic brick. Okay, another Technic brick. And another gray pin. Two by 4. 1 by 4. Up bracket or down bracket? I need a down bracket. There's a down bracket. Oh, I need 2 of them. Okay, 2 down brackets and a 1 by 2 plate. One by 4. 2 down brackets.
Good night, my love.
You off to bed?
Yeah.
I'll try not to make too much noise. Been a while since I've done a late stream, but honestly, it's the only way I can get things done. So, after I do the astronaut and I do the ship in the bottle, I actually don't know how many more streams I'll be doing. I need 5 of those. I only have 4. Nope, 5. It's just getting a little bit too hard to compete for time, quiet, and clearly my interest is divided these days. I want to be outside, I want to be on the bike or walking, both. And I can only sit for about an hour before my back acts up. Although I gotta admit, this chair is better than the previous one. Did I do that wrong? No. I'm actually looking, kind of, sort of, at a one-room idea. Rent that as studio space. toying with the idea. Ooh, okay. Not sure what I'm building at this point. Technic ball, 3 bushings. Sorry, all these white parts don't stand out too well. Ooh, I like that technique. Locks that in. That's cool. 3 bushings. And then a Technic ball. Ooh, that's not bad. Could be a better joint. Two up brackets. Where's the other one? There's the other one. And 2 plates. Just so you don't get copyright, I can hear. Can you hear it right now? I know I did have it a little louder a second ago. Yeah, I definitely don't want a copyright. Wow, this microphone's way too sensitive. I literally have it turned down so low. I might end up switching to... Actually, I'm not going to do that. It's not worth investing money, especially if I think I might not be streaming. Let's see if I got one of those blue mics. Just put it on the desk. Then I just run a headset. You guys would never hear squat. Something to think about. I just can't see me investing in it. Better? Okay. I can still hear it. It's still okay for me. Definitely not at the audio level. If I was in the car or something, like I'd be blasting this and enjoying it. Let's see. So if I do that, okay, I got 2 of these now. This feels like. So I have one extra part from the other day too. It's okay. Well, I just collect them here off screen. $143 to $153. See, I don't even hear the current track. Hey, Jacob, how you doing, buddy? Been forever and a day. Trying to figure out how far away I can move the mic in an effort for it not to pick up what I'm listening to. So you excited? Obi-Wan. I tell you, that trailer looks so good. I mean, the funny thing about Ewan McGregor, I've been watching him dodge questions about the TV series ever since he did the last movie he was in. Yeah, I'm down, I'm doing great. As you can see, I'm smaller. Plateaued at 203, so I didn't hit 200 like I wanted, but now I'm converting from fat to muscle, so it's all good. Running into an interesting problem. The smaller clothes I bought, they still fit, but it's like now I'm swelling in certain spots, right? So it's like, that's okay. It's a good problem to have. It's definitely a good problem to have. Ooh, there's a tolerance issue. Oh, I don't know. I think there's a lot they can do. And I think they're going to play a little loose with the canon. And clearly, when we're seeing the brothers and the sisters characters, like they're going to give us so much stuff outside the movies and bring it in from other non-canon and canon sources now. I think it's going to make a lot of people happy. I mean, when I saw that trailer, it's like, yes. I think my biggest problem is I'm probably going to be disappointed because I'm probably going to feel like, why didn't you give us more? I think that's going to be the biggest problem. And I hope he had a good time working on the project. I mean, it's been hot and cold for so many years for him. Because I remember all the different times when people be hitting them up for, hey, is this happening? Is that happening? Okay, I actually need another one of these cut wedgies. I got bad feeling. Oh, there it is. Mostly because that very first piece is missing. There we go. Oh, okay, so right now with the Lightyear, I'm trying to decide, do I want to go in heavy and get all the Lightyear sets, or do I want to go city space, the current wave, and maybe even the previous? Now, it'd be more expensive to go city space, but I'm liking a lot of it. And if I buy one, I want to buy the wave. Basically, that's why I feel about both those. But I don't want to do both. I have no interest in doing both. Doing Lightyear might be smarter because it'll probably be a lot less, but and probably even some higher value to it. Take it easy, Eileen. Thanks for hanging out. I mean, this guy should look really good when he's done. As long as I'm not missing anything else. Okay, so I can start putting some stuff together. I have this piece. I have this piece. So 129, 140. Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't like that. Oh. Okay. Got it this time. Some sort of booty. Oh, be good. There we go. So I've done something, but only one side. Step 144, 145 is doing the attach, 146, down bracket, down bracket. And it looks like 2x3 tiles. So far only built the 4 Plus and the spaceship is the best so far. Great. I mean, I guess technically I could buy it all if I really wanted to, but I'm trying to pare things back a bit, especially with me wanting to spend more on unique stuff like this guy. I got screwed out of my Optimus Prime order again. Oh, okay. Wow, that's sketch. Oh, that is very sketchy. That's a difference of making mocks as opposed to Lego. It's gonna have some good size to them, though. Let's see. One of those, one of those. 2x3. 1x2. 1x1. And two of these inverted slopes. Ah, look at that. We're finally working on this one. I'm itching to build something this Saturday, but I'm trying to pace myself so I'm not buying more than I need. Saving for your trip. Oh, do tell. Catch me up. What trip? You know, I did pin the join link. I'm still going for at least 15 minutes, I think. I'm not feeling the pain yet. Once I do, though, that it'll be like game over. Seems to be an hour to an hour and a half, and the pain just builds up in either my hip or my back or both. And it's like, that's it. I'm done. It's hard to believe, 2012 and 2013. I was building 8, 9 hours straight till the sun come up. Yeah, I'll look up at the screen when I hear the sound of you connecting. 1, 2. This feels like it's very much a parallel build. That's okay. Most are, right? Except for like those big Ninjago buildings. Those things are really cool. Ow. Oh. I didn't hear it. That's mostly because I got those headphones turned way down.
Hello.
Shazam! Here, let's move you up a little.
Yeah, long time no see. Sorry about that. Been busy with life and
What am I
whatnot.
going to do? Okay, I got up there. And now, turn you up.
Testing
I
one,
can hear
two,
you.
three.
Yep. Oh, that's much better. I can
Cool,
actually
cool.
hear you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what's this trip you got going on?
it's a trip to Brookworld, Chicago.
Oh, you're going.
Yeah. I like
Wow.
been
Very
saving up a
nice.
bit, especially house with the job now and whatnot. Um,
Oh, job too.
yeah, I
Oh
got a job
man,
like about a
things.
month or so ago.
Okay. Very cool.
So, um, shoot, it's
Being
hard because I'm
gainfully
like, I hope.
employed changes everything, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. It's also like the urge is to just spend what I get, and I'm like, no. You only get a little bit to spend. So I'm having to be more creative and getting the sets I want.
Yeah, I mean, moderation and being selective and either sticking to one or two themes or just saying, X number of dollars a month and then trying and dabbling in different stuff. That works for some people too. And
Yeah,
also don't be afraid of selling the stuff you build, right?
I'm
Especially
definitely
if
considering
you're
it.
doing new stuff, um, if you sell it quick enough, you can get most or all your money back. And that's a good strategy a lot of people use.
I've been thinking about doing that for Mario, but the thing is, everybody's doing that, so it's like, better to just wait and get better price than that way. Is what I figure.
Sure, if you can wait, definitely.
And then just like promos that are like, it's cool, but do I really need it? Or ones I just throw in the store and whatnot.
I don't chase them all anymore, but like I did go ape shit to get the homesteads.
That's one of the ones that popped in my head. Is like, yeah, I was $40 away. Perfect excuse to get double points on a set I was iffy about, and that's enough to get the promo. I can easily, well, hopefully, quote unquote, easily
I went
flip it.
nuts on it because of that figure. I don't see any reason for them to reproduce that figure anytime in the near future. So I figure it's going to be a good investment, at least in the short term.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a bunch of them. I'm putting them away, and I won't think about it until I start hearing rumors there's something being reprinted. I hope not. I don't even know how unique it is, tell you the truth. I mean, as a figure, it's unique. I don't know if the face print is.
The facial print and torso are the only thing exclusive to it.
Oh,
There
so
aren't
it
any
is. So those
exclusive.
are. Well, that okay. So those are unique prints then.
Yes, to my
Okay.
knowledge.
Well, good. That's right now. That's great then. And as long as they stay that way, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And as soon as I hear a rumor otherwise, I will dump it so fast.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Just
I mean,
trying to
I'll
think.
always keep one for me, but beyond that, yeah, everything. I went heavy on investing in this one. It's been a while since I spent so much money to acquire um, the gift with purchases. Even these, the best cars. Like I don't really care for this stuff at all. You guys know this, but I know there's people who are going to dig it just
I know
because they're
people who are
Mando.
wanting to buy multiples just so that they can recreate a brick built container from the Mandalorian.
Yeah, yeah. I would the best car stuff. It. I don't. I mean, because it's made by RDP. That's what I hate. See, it's not made by Lego. Yeah. See, RDP. Oh, look at this. Wow, not even in UK this time. This is made by RDP in Kangman, China.
Wow.
RDP is a UK company that does all kinds of pewter and keychains and all kinds of stuff like that. If I look at, I don't know where I moved them to. The carbonite Han keychain and that stuff. I'm pretty sure it says RDP UK. Just odd little things that I know.
Interesting.
I'm not generally into the accessories market. It doesn't interest me.
It's
But
just a fun collectible for me that's going to be put in a drawer and just so that I can say I have it.
yeah. I mean, I don't mind having one. It's not something that's not something I went out of my way to get, but by virtue of fact that to get all the homesteads, which was the expensive gift with purchase threshold, it's like, okay, so I'm going to get all the Star Wars sets I've been waiting to get plus the land speeder. It's like, okay, so I'm going to do this. If I'm going to do this and do this and do this, I'm going to get all these. Well, guess what? I'm getting 3 gifts with purchases with everything then. And I didn't get screwed nearly as much as I thought. They dinged me on 2 orders and they took it out. And I fought it and basically canceled, which is, of course, something they tell you can't do. Yes, you can. You just got to fight them. Because, 6 hours later, the gift of purchase wasn't in the order. And it's like, okay, cancel the order. Oh, we can't do that. Oh, yes, you can. Because I'm going to send this off to Visa. You said it was there and then you took it out. And they don't really want to be in that habit of showing something, invoicing it, and then taking it out. That is not a good thing to be doing. Yes, they're clear that, limited this and that. Okay, but it was there. You said it was there. And then if you're saying it's not, that's fine. I forgive you. Cancel my order. Because there's nothing, I don't care about the points anymore from Lego. And if I'm buying non-exclusive sets, then it's like, okay. If you're not giving me the gifts with purchases, which is the only reason I'm dealing with Lego for this non-exclusive stuff, Well, then cancel the order. I'll buy it from Walmart and get 20% off minimum in employee discount, or I'll wait for Amazon and get an even better discount.
Mm-hmm.
Because Lego's points just don't do it for me anymore.
Not even if you want to get those fancy hats.
Oh, fuck. You know what? I'll get one hat from Brad or someone else. It isn't that big a deal. It's not worth. That's the thing. I save so much money by not buying from Lego that I can throw money at other people and still come out ahead,
Mm-hmm.
which I do, for different things all the time. It's just, yeah.
I think I did pretty good for May 1st, because I went in store, and technically I only spent about $90, and I still got both of the all the promos, and I didn't even use points.
Oh, nice.
So
Wait,
I
so
consider
you
that.
got 3 promos, including the homestead, or you got?
Yeah, even though the homestead was like, I mean, like I say $90, but if you want to go super technical, I did technically. I don't know. It's all about technicalities, I guess. So how do I start this? So about in July, I bought the Adidas shoe, kept it
Okay,
sealed, stored in a corner, and then I stored something on top of it. And then when
right.
I had sold that item that was stored on top of it, it ripped up the box just a smidge, and that
Okay.
had me freaking out for a while. So I really shoved it to the side. And then my friend, I was going out and about with him, and he went to the store with something, and he said, "Hey, can I exchange this for store credit?" And they're like, "We can only do that day of." And he's like, "Well, what if I bring it in tomorrow for the land speeder?" And he said, "Yeah, we can do that." So I went home and I was like, "Wait a minute." Called the Lego store and like,
Oh,
"Hey, you guys know me. I bought the Adidas shoe. It's only got like one ding on the box. It's still sealed. You think I could do the same thing as my friend?" Like, if the box is not as super bad, yeah, we should be able to give you store credit if you want.
nice.
And then a few days before that, on Friday, I'd gone to the Lego store just by pure coincidence with my family, and I saw they only had like 2 of the Republic fighter tanks left, and
Right.
I was like, "This is your shipment, right? Like, you don't have any more in the back?" Nope, that's all we got. And I was like, "Dang, I was kind of hoping you'd have it for for Sunday." And he's like, "Tell you what, here's what you can do. You can buy it now, return it, and then buy it back the same day."
Nice.
So I was like, "Okay." I buy it. So I'm lugging these 2 sets with me. And then while I'm in line, I'm like, I was only planning on getting one. I was only planning on getting the Republic fighter tank because that's all I really wanted. And then I was maybe going to get the final Lightyear set that I wanted. And
Right.
then I was in line with my friend. And I was letting the gears turn. And I was like, you know what? I'm pretty iffy on these 2 sets. I have an opportunity to get them for a deal. So I picked up the Dagobah set and then the Mandalorian Forge just for
Nice. Yeah,
fun.
yeah, yeah.
So technically, I only paid for the Republic fighter tank and the Mandalorian Forge that day.
Yeah.
Technically,
Well, I mean, what? Sure. I mean, yeah, I know you're playing semantics, but okay. I mean, you still. I mean, you paid what everyone else paid. You just paid it at different times.
advance.
It's a scheduling thing. It's just like me with my eating, right? Some people don't understand what I did to lose the weight I did, and the first thought was, "Oh, you're starving." It's like, no, I'm probably still eating more than most people. Um, it's a scheduling thing. When you go
Mhm.
to bed, if you assuming you sleep 8 hours like you're supposed to, you're fasting for 8 hours. Well, I fast for 16. I eat dinner at 6 o'clock at night, give or take. I don't eat after that unless I want to now, 5 months later. But from New Year's to now, this is what I do. I have that dinner at 6 o'clock. I generally don't eat. And then overnight, next day, hey, Axel. And then I wake up in the morning, 4:30, cold glass of water with a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar and a teaspoon of lemon juice. By the way, it tastes like shit, but it works. fat burn plus sugar control plus lots of benefits. And then at 10 in the morning, give or take, that's when I have my breakfast, which is my first meal of the day. I eat 2 meals, and that's it. But I get all my calories. My goal is to get 700 to 900 in that first meal, and then I get the rest in the second meal at 6 o'clock at night. I'm trying to do 2,000 to 2,500 calories. Not a real problem, but what I was doing before, I was eating 6 and 7 times a day: breakfast, lunch, dinner, break during the days when I'm working. That's 5 right there, 5 times eating. And then drive home, I'm eating candies in the car. That's 6. And then if I'm watching YouTube or you guys or whatever at night, that's 7 times a day I'm eating. Well, here's what I figured out. I wasn't eating a lot. I wasn't a glutton or anything. But what I did figure out is insulin, a byproduct of normal insulin production, which insulin your body produces to deal with your sugar. That's one thing. But a byproduct of that is fat storage. If you eat 7 times a day, like I was doing, especially I was getting super bad at Christmas, or if you're eating constantly, where you're just snacking, maybe you get home from school or work, and for the next 4 hours, you're just munching on chips for 4 hours, right? That whole time, man, insulin's dumping in your system and you're doing fat storage because that's a normal byproduct of the insulin process. And I clued in, I mean, the science is out there. This is not like BS that this has been known for a long time, but people ignore this little thing. And they're so concerned about sugar or fat or this or that. And it's like, slow down, back it up a bit. If I'm eating that many times a day and I'm getting insulin dumps that many times a day, that means I'm storing fat that many times a day. Whether I'm eating an apple at snack time or I'm eating sushi buffet at Mandarin or whatever garbage, right? You're going to store fat if you're eating all these times, 2 times a day. I haven't lost any more weight in the last 3 weeks now that I'm exercising heavy, riding my bike over 100 kilometers on my 3 days off each week. I lost 3 more pounds doing that. It's all that intermittent fasting. Yeah, I mean, it's I credit it. Saved my life, changed my life. I don't know. Some people are, you gotta work with a calorie deficit. Well, I'm working with a calorie deficit, but it's through scheduling, right? You're used to waking up and having breakfast within an hour of waking up. Most people do. Or having a coffee and then having breakfast maybe an hour or 2 later, whatever. But that coffee probably has milk and cream and sugars or whatever. So you're getting calories when you wake up. You're getting calories 1 or 2 hours later when you have breakfast. Then you have snacks. Then you have a lunch. Then you have snacks. Then you have dinner. You see where I'm going with this. It's this little vicious cycle. Historically, people did not eat 2, 3, 4 times a day, much less 5, 6, 7, 8 times a day. They didn't. My people, English and Irish background. Well, where they came from, before the industrialized age, you were lucky if you ate 1 time a day. Most cultures on this planet before 200, 300 years ago, you ate 1 time a day, maybe. Or you're a hunter gatherer and maybe you didn't eat for 2 or 3 days at a time. That's why for some, longer fasts are a great way to go. You could do all the research you want and see all this info out there. It's like people say, "Oh, you can't deprive yourself of the 1 meal. You're starving. You got to have 3 square meals a day." Who came up with that 3 square meals a day? The industrialized world, people who want to promote farming and agriculture and business and capitalism, right? We already know that the food pyramid that they gave us 100 years ago was garbage, and they've been tweaking it, and they basically flipped it upside down on us recently when they realized, oh yeah, all the grains and everything else they're having us eat, which was breads and cereals, muffins, pancakes, all that kind of garbage, was not really the best for us, Just stuff I tune into and realize, hey, there's different ways of doing stuff.
Hmm.
I mean, ask me what I had for dinner tonight.
What did you have?
I had Mr. Sub with potato chips, ginger ale, and then ask me what I had for dessert.
Did you have a bag of chips for dessert? I don't know.
No, I had chips I had the combo meal, right?
Okay.
So I had the assorted sandwich, I had the chips, I had the pop. I had
Mhm.
I had Rocky Road Baskin Robbins ice cream. For Mother's Day, I bought the giant $30 hand pack. Turns out I really like Rocky Road ice cream. you know. Now, I'm not going to sit there here and pretend that I'm only exclusively eating twice a day now. Because if I'm riding so much, I did 26 kilometers today, maybe, and I walked 6 kilometers tonight. I think combined, I probably burned 1,500 to 2,000 calories. 1,600 calories today I burned. If I wanted to go have another snack, I'm going to have another snack. I've kind of accepted I'm probably never going to get down to 200, which is what I wanted, and then even lower. But if I'm going to look like this, I'm happy. I mean, I'm 47-ish pounds lighter than I was at New Year's. I feel
Nice.
amazing. Yeah, I feel amazing and everything's working for me. And if I can eat, takeout 3 times a week, have ice cream, do this, do that. And by the way, that was before I got my bikes out of storage, before this crazy exercise that I'm doing now the last 3 weeks.
Mhm.
Because before that, on my days off, it was just that 1 hour walking, 10,000 steps, right? Hour and a half. But now another goal is to do the long distance bike ride to the fall. So it's like, okay, well, if I'm going to do 140 to 160 kilometer bike ride, I have to actually put in kilometers to get there. So, last week it was, well, this week I'm at 44 kilometers, and that's starting from Monday.
Not bad.
But last week on the 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I did 140 kilometers on the bike. I'm not sure how far away you live from certain things, but that's a lot of kilometers.
Okay.
You don't drive yet, right?
No, still transit for me.
Okay. So you may not have the same concept of how far something is, other than how long it takes for something to play on your iPhone, or I'm listening to something or I'm watching a movie. It's like, oh, it took me half an hour to get here. I can watch an episode of this, or it took me an hour and a half. I can watch this movie.
Mhm. Pretty much.
Yeah, which is fine.
I have to be
Well,
conservative tomorrow because I have to run over to the Discovery Hut to pick up some CMFs and then run back home, grab my equipment for my change of clothes for work, and then go basically the same distance back on
oh,
transit for work.
is it too far to ride a bike?
I would say so.
Yeah,
Like you've been to Calgary, I assume, right?
I've been through
So
it. Yeah.
okay, because I was gonna say where I work is at the Saddle Dome, and oh shoot, I guess I can't say that on here. But it's about a 40-minute transit ride, roughly, give or take, for me
Ooh.
to the Saddle Dome.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't want to bike ride that. I don't know, because here's the thing. So back 8 years ago, when I was bike riding to where I was working at that time, Um, 45 minutes by bus here in Toronto to where I was working in East York, which is technically another city. I was doing, well, basically, I was better than transit, and that was about 12 kilometers to work and 13K home. I chose a different route home because one that was easier on my legs. So you'd really have to look. You know what you do? You fire up Google and just take a look at these key points. Not for tomorrow necessarily, but just going forward. Home to work. Take a look at Google and choose the thing for bike riding, because you can choose car, walking, whatever. Choose the bike riding one. See how long it says. And you might be surprised what you can ride if your bike's in half decent condition. It doesn't have to be a fast pace either. And the money you save, that's money that goes back into your hobby.
It could take maximum 46 minutes, but that's assuming that I am in peak a bike riding condition and can be bothered.
Google doesn't use peak bike riding condition. They basically peg it at 10 to 15 kilometers an hour.
Okay.
Which is not. So I'll give you an example. This 60-year-old slowed me down on this trail near me, and then I got to talk to him, and I had already put in 18, 19 kilometers, and I was on my return part of the trip, and I'm talking to him like I'm talking to you, and I wasn't winded or anything because the pace that he had set was such that this was, I've got pretty good cardio these days, and I'm riding a lot, and I'm on a really good bike, but it was not intense. And 10 to 15K, depending on the wind, you might not even sweat. You know what I mean? You might not even sweat. You might even get to work and not even feel like you need to freshen up.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was bike riding to work years ago, it's like in my backpack, change your clothes, deodorant, even a cloth so I can, horrors bath it, I also had the benefit of actually showering in the next building if I really wanted it, which most people don't have. I get that, and you won't know until you try it too.
Yeah,
But I'm a bike advocate. Like if I could ride to where I work now, which I did do on my second day back on the bike 3 weeks ago, but that was on an off day, and that round trip was 4 hours. It's like I wouldn't be able to ride the hour 45 to 2 hours to where I work because it's 35, 40 kilometers away, and the route I have to take is not great by bike. But I wouldn't be able to ride to work, do my 10-hour shift, and then ride home. I'd be dead, which is why I don't do it on a work day. Maybe tomorrow or maybe Saturday I'll ride to work and say hi to my other shift, because they've been pretty inspired by what I've been doing too.
Mm-hmm. I'm
And
just looking here.
Some guys are trying to do it, but they're cheating or they're tweaking it the wrong way. It's like, no. Like one guy is trying to do what I do, but then see he's cutting calories in a big, big way. It's like, no. Like, I'm not saying it's not going to work, but I'm saying you're starving yourself. So now, and what he's telling me, he's hungry every day. It's like this intermittent fasting thing, if you do it right, especially in the beginning, after the first day or the second day, once you get the habits, because what we do by eating 3 times a day, it's a habit that we've been taught, right? But once you get past that mindset, you're not going to be hungry. Your body turns that garbage off. It's a survival instinct. Do you think people, look at the Bible, right? People going through the desert for 40 days and 40 nights and all this stuff. You think they're eating fresh food? Didn't happen.
Nope.
Didn't happen. Whatever you believe or not, if we take some of those stories as being true or partially true, you're not going through the desert for 40 days. By the way, I do dispute the story only because do you know how far you could walk in 40 days and 40 nights? Well, first you wouldn't walk through the desert during the day. You do it at night when it's cooler, right? But whatever. The idea of being lost for that long is. Oh, and by the way, it's not days. I mean, it was years, right? In the Bible. But anyway, what the human body can do and is designed and engineered to do. I'm not doing anything weird. I'm too old to be doing something weird. And what's funny is that 25, 30 years ago in high school, they taught us this stuff, but we didn't pay attention to much of it. And then I got other friends at work who are just like, they're killing themselves with exercise and calorie deficits. Like, I got one coworker who's surviving on 500 calories a day. I'm waiting to hear about him going into the hospital. Because, yeah, your body will do that. And, you know, you can do it for a couple days, maybe even a week. And then he's jumping rope and doing a lot of stair climbing, this and that. Like, okay, you're pushing hard. I didn't push hard for 3.5 months. I walked and not far. And I lost most of my weight doing that, not through the excessive bike riding I'm doing now. 3 pounds. That's it. Hundreds of kilometers I'm riding. 3 whole pounds. Most people say not worth it. Park the bike, go back to walking. Trust me, I think about it. As a method to get lower, thinking about parking the bike, but I really like bike riding, so it's like, eh.
So I'm looking through some groups I'm in, and apparently an email was sent out to some people saying that the the space probe VIP thing is going to be available again
Oh, the
in limited
Ulysses.
quantities. Yeah,
Really? Oh boy.
that seemed very predictable to me. If they brought back the coins, what else will they bring back that
Well,
was
that's
in
the
high demand?
beauty of being a manufacturer. There's no rule. They can do
Mm-hmm.
whatever they want. And the best part is, they've never told us manufacturing numbers on 99% of this stuff. The only time they ever tell us a number is, and they don't do it all the time, is SDCC type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they'll stamp it like I got this little Tatooine box, 1 of 1,500, right? Stamped on the box. Okay. There's nothing stopping them from making another box. Nothing. Back in the day, was a Skybox trading cards? Upper Deck. Upper Deck. Pretty sure it was Upper Deck. They had management who were pretty sketchy people. And what they did was they would just run off more uncut sheets of cards. They weren't the only guys who did it though. But Upper Deck did this in a big way in I want to say 95. They ran off uncut card sheets and then they literally would get them die cut, not a big deal, of whatever was rare from the year before. So all the trading, all the hockey cards, right? You buy the boxes and you're going through your 36 packs of cards trying to find this rookie, this and that, this goalie, this and that. Okay, that's great. And some cards go up immediately because they're hot or valuable or whatever. And then the guys running the company, long after, you can't buy these boxes or packs in the regular stores anymore. Yeah, in the collectible stores, sure. But in regular stores, no. From distributors, you can't buy anymore. It's gone effectively. Okay. But these guys are running off brand new prints, card sheets, uncut, and then they get them cut. And they literally go into a trading card store with a stack of hot cards or whatever. as if they're, $100 bills and buying whatever they want.
Wow.
Because as far as the comic and trading card stores are concerned, hey, this is another rare whatever card, Eric Lindros card or whatever it was at the time. There's nothing stopping any of these guys, whether it's Lego or the comic book companies or the trading card companies. All this false rarity and scarcity can change anytime they want. We don't know right now. I have no doubt there's nothing rare about these sets. It's just that the figure's unique and figure collectors are going to go apeshit. Those who are completists have to have this stupid figure.
Oh, the Owen Lars figure shot up.
I know, eh? I wish I had more than I have two. One in the set and one not in the set. And I wish I had more. I might have a third, but if I do, it's probably like beat up or dog chewed on it or something. But I have one in the set, unopened, and I've got one that's a loose C floating around that's in probably pristine condition because I was collecting the figures pretty heavily at the time. But
Yeah, 'cause I think they're
So
going
what's
for
it going
about
for
100
now?
US.
No way. Oh man.
But like you wait over time, the hype will die down, then it'll be what it's actually worth.
Yeah, but you know what? Maybe it comes down to half. That's still
I'm hoping that'll
because
be
I
the
don't
case
think
with
it'll
Blue Milk
bottom out
Luke
because it started
because
at about $12 a month ago, right?
yeah, something like
Which
that.
was reasonable for a one-off figure.
I'm hoping Blue Milk Luke will drop down soon because if you look at all the other Star Wars pre-order exclusives over time, they do have some value, but not a lot. And I mean, like a part of me is tempted
But
because
to
like
be
I
fair,
bought my
I
game
was
off
trying
of
to import
Steam.
these. I struck out. I had one order for 15 I was trying to bring in the country, and I had another order for a little bit more, and
Okay.
it didn't happen. And I probably won't get a large quantity of these. I got a good deal on it, but I'm not going to get a large quantity of them, and it sucks. But whatever. I think the days of me being able to import from Hungary, because it's where I usually get this kind of stuff, I think it's over because there are people hoarding them, buying more in quantity, and I don't know. I've heard all the rumors that there's going to be a new release of this or that. I mean, we heard it leading up to the first. We heard, there was a lot of extras made in certain markets that didn't go into the video games.
When it came close, I contacted my sources, and they're like, "No, we didn't get any shipments of whatever. What are you talking about?"
No. There, and there's always people who are going to put the stories out there in the hopes of bringing the values down for their
It
benefit,
did,
and it's
it did.
good, and
I saw.
it's not a bad idea, but people who still want it don't have it. So
If
right
I
now,
wait 2
still a
years
good
and it's
hot
gone up,
commodity.
that's on me. I'll be fine with that. I'll bite the bullet if I still need it that bad. But I'm at a point where like I feel semi confident that if I wait, maybe it'll go down to a price I'd be willing to pay. Because like 60, no, I'm not willing to pay that. 80, no, thank you. But if it goes
I
down to
don't
like
think anyone
50
should
or
pay that much
40,
for a figure. I really don't.
yeah, with the facial print and then the brick, which could easily be reused in the set, it's just the facial print I see as exclusive in my eyes that will stay.
Yeah. So Axel's asking a question here. Have you ever had an order that was blocked by Lego so it couldn't enter your country? Well, here's the thing. I only order Lego from, well, okay, that sounds bad. When I'm ordering from Lego, it's from Lego Canada. I can order Lego US and have it sent to a US address I have access to. It's a pain in the ass. It's not worth my trouble most of the time. Where Lego screws me is they know I have X number of accounts. Some they're aware of, tied to me. Some they don't know the others. And sometimes they ping a few of the ones that they figure, oh, this is too many accounts for this address. I know different names, different credit cards, but they they've clued in. Oh, that's 4 going to the same address, right? Under different names. And so the second, third, or fourth order, they take some stuff off, some of the gifts with purchases. And I was okay, and I actually got rid of some accounts. I had them merge some accounts through a negotiated deal where they gave me my points, and we merged them here and there. I closed down some of the extra because I just wasn't worth it to play the game anymore. But I don't get that much interference, but I'm also not as aggressive as I used to be. This has been the most aggressive next to the AT-ATs. What I did with the AT-ATs and getting all the gifts with purchases. What was that? When was that?
That was November, end of November.
Yeah. And I made out like a madman. I mean, basically I ended up with 2 AT-ATs for free between the gifts with purchases, and then I had the previous lightsabers that I picked up in a deal. So I packaged the 2 gifts with purchases, and in the end, it gave me AT-ATs for free. So I really come out smelling like a rose on that. Some people thought, "Oh, you are a flipper." It's like, well, I'm 90% builder, 10% flipper. There's my 10%. I won on that deal. Not always. Black Friday was the UCS AT-AT. And if you go back and you look at my videos, Axel, you probably even remember how I was gloating, how good I was doing. Yeah, it was a good time. But I knew, see, that's where the gamble was super expensive set with a super premium gift with purchase that was only going to be tied to that one set. To me, it was a no-brainer. Anyone who could afford to play that dumb game, and it was an expensive game to play. And then I got out as early as I could.
Mm-hmm.
Would I have been willing to go longer? Sure. But I saw an opportunity like, hey, I could cash out now and make a fortune. The numbers were going sky high. It's like, okay, great. The extra purchases I made on the original gift with purchases plus the one that came with the AT-AT. Like I said, if you don't count taxes, my AT-AT's for free.
Okay.
That's a win, right?
It is. Heck yeah.
I don't win all the time anymore. It's harder and harder, but that was a gamble. And the only thing with this one is, like I said, that silly figure. I just know there's figure collectors, guys like Rocky, who need to have every single figure. Now, in his case, he buys sets. That's not an issue. But for other people who don't buy sets and they buy just figures, they're going to pay through the nose, right? Eventually, they will. Because a lot of them missed it. Even my best friend, one of my best friends, who's a big Star Wars guy, Lego guy, he actually brought me in 2012, and he forgot about May the 1st, May 4th, all that stuff. Oh, what did you get anything? And I go, yeah, I kind of did, and I made out like a bandit. And he actually missed some of the opportunities for some of the gift purchases, and he's like, because he's not into the hobby like he once was, and that's fair.
I've been going down the rabbit hole lately of, because like I've decided I want at least one of each different suit of Zane from Ninjago.
Sure. Yeah, I know.
So I've been casually knocking them off as time goes on, and I figured out, I don't know why I didn't come across it sooner. I could look at stores that had individually put the parts to make up the figure in their store.
Sure. Yep.
And sometimes that could be a lot cheaper than just buying somebody who had listed just the figure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, sometimes the route to getting the best deal is time and research, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you just figured out. It's like, well, if I'm willing to put in the legwork and maybe hit a few separate stores that'll have the loose parts for whatever reason, I'm going to come out way ahead. It's not the first time I heard someone, say, hey, I could get XYZ figure that might be 20, 30, 40 bucks. But you know what? If I order this head here and this torso here and these hands here, I have the figure.
That's
figure
exactly
itself,
what happened. $30 figure I got for like $13, I think, total.
Yeah. Now, if you got to pay shipping, then that can hurt. But there are ways around that.
$3
Where
shipping, something like that.
you can go with the cheap shipping, or you know, to get a better deal. You know, sometimes order more, hit their thresholds, whatever.
That's the one issue I've encountered. It's funny. Some stores are like, "Yeah, hit me up if you just want to buy the one thing that doesn't meet the threshold," and I might, whatever. I had this issue with this one store that was in Calgary, and I just wanted the one Zane. I messaged them. They left me on red. So when I felt okay, fine, I guess I'm waiting until I get my paycheck. Then I'll see what your store has then.
Yeah.
And then it's like I fork out the money. Then he's like, "Oh, here's an issue," and I'm just like, "Just give me the refund for that. Just give me my figure. Come on." I did this just for the one figure.
Yeah.
Axel's asking what our thoughts are on the new Ninjago set. I agree about them being pricey, but the thing is, all the sets I want is just for the figs, and the figs are probably going to be totaling up to the amount of the sets. At that point, I'm just like, I'll just get the sets.
Buy the sets, and you got the option of building the set, doing your videos, and then selling off the set if you just want to sit on the figs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lots of strategies to keep this hobby affordable. If you don't have the mindset, I got to keep everything. See, people think I have the mindset I got to keep everything because technically I sort of have, but I'm actually not that attached to this shit. Me and my wife had a big blowout argument. I told her, I'll ditch all this stuff. Not a big deal. The stuff that's been built and ziplocked, okay, that'll take a little longer. Everything, you know, I'll sell the box stuff 50 cents on the dollar just to get rid of it if it makes my life easier and you know, gets some stress out of my life. Because the problem right now is streaming. I kind of blew up at her because 2 streams in a row got kind of ruined by her and her friend. First was one I had planned, so they knew ahead of time. And then she invited her friend up, and for the first hour, all you can do is hear them talk, and they're talking louder than I am. It's like, you're killing me here. She wasn't even supposed to be here, and you invited her up. And then the next one was my wife was talking with someone on the phone, and she was saying some stuff. I go, hey, can you not be saying that stuff? I go, I don't stream during the day because my wife's home, and I don't want to broadcast her work stuff. Have some respect and not broadcast my stuff on my own stream against me. You know, and this became a thing. And I just said, you know what? I'd rather just stop this stuff and stop streaming altogether. It's not like I'm going to give up Lego. I'll keep building. I just probably won't stream like I used to, or I'll do it super late like now on my days off, or right now I'm on vacation. So I on very short notice requested my boss give me a break, and he said, Rick, you know, you're one of my number one guys, whatever you need. I said, okay, well, I need 3 days off on short notice. He says, okay, done. I'll take care of him. He's taking care of me.
Nice.
And I do take care of him. So I'm his eyes and ears when he's not around.
So I just roughly put together how much it would cost me to get the Ninjago sets I want for the summer, and I better hope I get a lot of shifts when I come back from my trip. We're looking at like about $550.
Yeah, you might want to be really nice to your boss.
Well, the thing is, what it really comes down to is I work either Flames games or Stampeders games. Right now is what they're putting me on, so it's like
Why
I'm
either?
not really into sports, but right now I'm really cheering for the Flames. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want extended seasons. Yeah. Yep. For years here in Toronto, it was brutal if, you know, you worked the Leaf games because, like, we generally didn't do that well. So it's like, yeah, you weren't going to pick up the extra shifts if you were just doing the Leafs. But hey, you know, we're not so bad these days.
Yeah. Just trying to think, is there at least one set I can knock off and probably get the figs from? And I'm like, yeah, there's the $40 set, but I like the build.
Yeah.
All the rest are for the figs. And like again, and all this comes down to how much BrickLink prices go for. If they're like 10, 15 bucks a fig, sure, I'll BrickLink it because I can name like 2 sets out of the 5 I want that I am just getting for the figs. So
Don't discount that idea of buying a set, building it, using it for your content, and then selling it. Because, I'll just throw a number out there. You pay $100 before taxes for a set. There's really no reason you can't flip it the week after you build it and, 80, 90 bucks. Because I know a lot of people are very happy because if you sell that $100 set before tax for 80 or 90 bucks, someone's saving, 20 bucks. And if they're a builder, a lot of them don't care. You've only had it for a week. Especially if you give it to them with the extra parts, you will make it even sweeter. Don't put the stickers on if there's stickers. That's up to you. I mean, I'm not kidding. I know a lot of people who do that as opposed to do what I do, which is buy it, stockpile it, build it slowly, and never sell it.
mm-hmm.
Hey, Cinder. Do you guys think I'm going to put this up so I can read it better? Do you guys think the Costco deals where you buy an expensive set, blah, 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 and you get a free is worthwhile? I think it's worthwhile. I mean, if you're flipping, you pretty much answered your own question, but you're paying full price for a set and then you're getting a reasonable set for free from them. I think they're generally good deals. What do you think, Jacob?
Free stuff is free stuff.
Yeah. And they're not small ass sets. I mean, I wish Lego was doing what Costco does. They're not insignificant sets that you can get from Costco as a toss in. I'd have to. I mean, I've gotten a few over the years. I can't say I catch many of them because a lot of time, by the time I catch on to it, they're already gone. It's not that many, usually.
Agreed, Axel.
Yeah, I know. I got one leg, and I guess part of another. We're not going to see him standing tonight, though. We're 133 in, and I definitely feel the tingling in the lower back. I clear up these loose pieces. I'm done for the night.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cool that they number every single bag based on the steps. So, about 8 to 10 steps. So if you don't have a lot of space, this is not that bad. I've never seen it broken down to such a small level. Okay, actually I can build this leg, I think, now. Knee joint. Hopefully I don't break it like I did the first one. Ooh, that didn't sound good. There we go. And then this guy's foot.
One thing I have been getting a little annoyed with is because I ordered my passport in February and they said it would take about 5 weeks.
Which sounds right, 5 to 6 weeks, yeah.
I'm still waiting.
Really?
Yeah.
So have you contacted them?
My mom said she sent in a thing or whatever to see what's up, so I'm either going to be really angry by the end of this month or really relieved.
Yeah. I guess a little patience will be good, but yeah, you're going to have to stay on top of it. I know my wife and daughter are in the same position. The trip they got in about a month with the Girl Scouts is getting close, and they don't have all their stuff yet, and it's like they kind of need to have it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm no longer doing the plan of driving to Chicago. Some other complications happened, so I might have to take the option of my Nana offered to use her air miles points to fly me out there. So it's like, okay.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. But the only issue is she wants to make sure, in order for her to get the best deal of using her points, just in case, because apparently, according to her, some places require the little code on your passport to book a ticket.
Yes, yes.
So it's like, okay, we can order the tickets, but there might be a better deal if we just wait. And so it's like
Yep.
kind of situation.
No, yeah, no, it's a tough year to get back into traveling. Wait a second, what's all that? Oh, this is the big.
Backpack or whatever.
Oh my god. Okay, I thought I kind of built the big backpack. I get okay. No, this. All right. So I'm basically this is the dude. So we are going to see him stand here. Okay. Here, I'll get him together. Watch me break him now. Because he looks great, but it's not Lego quality, Lego shaped bricks. This is, I've been saying it's about 80% quality. Not the worst, and definitely not as bad as the BD1 build for the quality of the bricks. See, oh, this is gonna be bad. Wow. Okay, well, that's one.
I'm also feeling pretty good for myself because I bought a bunch of Star Wars games that were on my wish list during May weekend or whatever the heck you want to call it.
For
Because
console or Steam or
Steam, because that's all
Steam?
I'm
Good,
stuck
good,
with right
good.
now is Steam.
Oh,
So,
Steam's good value. I mean, it has been good value for like 15, 20 years. I mean,
oh yeah, I figured I can't go wrong with getting a $56 game for like $16, you know.
I used to love their sales.
The only
Oh,
issue is, like, I downloaded it and I played it on my laptop, but the thing is, my laptop isn't the best performance for that game, so it's like, okay, I could return it, but it's like, nah, I want to give the game a chance. I got it for such a good deal. What's the point?
yeah.
And then games like Force Unleashed, I'm just so used to the Wii version. It's like, this is so foreign to me. Because, like, I finally went out of my way and bought an Xbox controller to hook up to my laptop to play because I was sick and tired of Lego games with the way they had the setup. And yeah, I know I can change the controls. I'm just like, I'm used to a controller. That looks pretty good.
For the sketchiness of these blocks, I gotta admit, he does look good. Now, it's jointed, but there's not a lot of posability here. It's mostly statuesque.
Mm-hmm.
It looks great. And yes, you can do a little here and the hand rotates, but like this shoulder joint, that's largely for looks. And technically technically he stands freely.
That's pretty good.
Looks really good. Let's see. Don't fall. On his own, 9.5 inches. Not bad. Let's see, I'm going to put him there for now. Actually, we'll let him stand. Just don't fall, please. I'll do this last little build, and then we are done.
Nice.
I hate
Yeah, I'm
trying to
definitely
follow where
debating.
these arrows go.
Sorry.
I'm just looking like you got to follow the arrow to put this in the right spot. Otherwise, it's going to mess up everything.
I was saying I was debating picking up I don't know if I was going to get Xbox or PlayStation version of Skywalker Saga just for the figure, but then I'm like, well, I'm essentially paying what it's worth on BrickLink then and just having a game that sits in my shelf.
It's funny, everyone's trying to offload the game. All these Lego guys who bought the game just get the.
Oh,
free
I know. It was hilarious seeing people like, yeah, I just have the game brand new. I want to trade it for a set. And I'm like, did you just get the regular game, though?
Yeah.
Like, the sketchy post is saying that they claim they just got the game and don't want it.
Yeah. No, it's. I told my mods I don't want to see anyone selling those goddamn games in the groups. It's like, nope. If you bought that game, you know what? I think you should be stuck with it. Honestly, and I thought about it, and I thought, hey, maybe this is going to be my excuse to buy a new Xbox, because I thought Halo. Hey, I thought Halo was going to be the reason I would buy an Xbox One, and I didn't. So the whole generation of Xbox I didn't touch, because I had the original Xbox, I had the 360, and that's what I got under my TV. I don't have the Xbox One. I thought,
I just
hey,
thought
you
of
know
an
what?
idea of a way I could offload the game. I have a friend who plays on PlayStation, so if they still have Deluxe of PlayStation, then
Cool.
maybe. Well, what do you know? Best Buy doesn't have any in stock. Yippee. I don't know if I don't know, I'm going on the whole thing now.
I'm liking this guy.
He
Problem
looks
is,
pretty
now
cool.
that when he's done, my biggest problem is then I'm gonna have to start building all those space sets I got, including like that shuttle. And in the case of that shuttle, I've actually got the Canadian printed parts
Mm-hmm.
from I think it's Million Prints or somewhere else for the Kinect arm and stuff. Because of course Lego didn't give us the Canadian logos. And then I've got actually the accurate escape hatch prints. I've got those too. So I'll have a really nice customized version.
Yikes, the only place on EB Games that has any version of the deluxe edition is in Quebec area. Well,
Oh,
there's a few in Toronto, but
I did look, but I didn't go out of my way.
oh yeah. I'm just
If
looking
I
for
would have tripped
Frango.
over it, I would have bought it for sure. And then, sit on the game, do whatever. But I knew there'd be a lot of people offloading copies of the game. I just the figure it's like, whatever. Oh my gosh, excuse me. That's so rude. Well, it's been a lot. Wow. So for me, it's 12:32, and I've been up since 4:30.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, the thing is I was off yesterday. I booked it off. I wasn't feeling great. And I still wasn't feeling great this morning. I feel like, oh, you know what? I'm going to contact my boss and just say, listen, let's just write off the week. Give it to me as vacation days because I get 16 whatever days a year. So this way I'll burn some days. He goes, okay, done. And he says, you want me to fix the other one that you booked off? I go, that's up to you if you're not going to get in trouble. Because technically we got to give lots of notice to take vacation. He goes, for you, don't make a habit of it. All right, thank you, boss. Appreciate it. So have a good relationship with your boss. Doesn't mean sucking up. It just means be a good employee. Earn, build up that goodwill because you're going to need it someday. That's my advice to you.
I'm in trouble.
Why?
I went on Marketplace and I found something.
Uh-oh. Well,
I found somebody who has the deluxe edition for the
why do I hear a
PlayStation.
chicken?
Huh?
What? Why do I hear a chicken? Did you
That
hear? I
might have
heard.
been the washing machine you heard.
Oh, is that what it? Because I heard buck, 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 buck.
Yeah,
buck.
that was the washing machine.
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
So yeah, the person's got the PlayStation game. He says it comes with the little X-wing or whatever that was a GameStop thing. He says it comes with Blue Milk Luke, but the only catch is it doesn't come with the DLC code.
Do you care?
I already have the DLC on
Oh, you.
Steam.
Oh. Okay.
So it's like, okay, I could
And
DM
how
this person and
much?
ask them to ship it if they're willing.
How much is it?
Oh, we're looking at like $45.
It sounds like that's the best deal you're gonna find, dude.
I can't give any more details in case anybody feels
Oh
like
no, the 3 people who might be watching will scoop it out from India.
yeah.
I know. I used to do that to everyone, and I'm not going to. I got what I needed. But honestly, in the short term, I doubt you're going to get a better deal than that, except from someone who's desperate for some reason to sell.
What I could do is, since I'm gonna give it, I'm laying out my plans way to whatever. Okay,
Yeah, keep it tight to the vest.
yeah.
Think about it, but don't wait long because yeah, it's late at night, but you're not the only guy who's up late. Someone
Well,
else is looking. I guarantee you.
I think I might be able to contact someone who should be up about now after this is all done. So I don't know.
Well,
My gears are turning.
well, I'm gonna close her down. Thanks for hanging with me,
Yeah,
and
no problem.
don't be
Thanks
a
for having me on.
stranger. You're always welcome. And I'm gonna bang. I'll probably finish this up tomorrow night. Well, I really don't got a choice. I have to do it soon because that review, whether I'm going to continue streaming regularly or not, this is a review sample sent to me of a set. It's a ship in a bottle type set,
Mm-hmm.
and the company hasn't released it yet. In fact, as you can see, it's still white boxed. They have only now finalized the box design. So it's like, I'm going to get to build it before people can actually buy it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And off the top of my head, I don't know I think I do know their company name, Qizhile. They sent me all the particulars in the last 2 days. So even when I had the live stream the other night, I didn't know anything other than what the advanced photos and stuff. But now I have a lot more info. I get the company name, the product name, how many pieces, blah, 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 blah. And unlike the ship in the bottle, this thing even lights up and it has a light kit and a battery pack. So I want to do this next. Well, I'm obligated to. I said, if you send it, I'll live stream and review it and do all that. So I guess I'm back in the review of the Chinese set business.
That's pretty cool.
Except this is not paid for. So I told him, I said, you realize if this is bad, everyone's going to hear me say it's bad. Because I don't hold back my comments on the live streams, especially with the Chinese bricks. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if it's good, it's good. And it's like, while this thing looks great, the brick quality. Oh, this one you probably don't know about. Another mock blocks brick bag. IG88.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah. Or IG11 from Mandalorian. Remember the assassin droid? And the scale of it is close to like those buildable Lego figures, the Star Wars ones.
Okay.
The Kylo Ren, whatever. Yeah. So I'm thinking 10, 11, 12 inches tall when built. So I'll be building that, but that's not a review thing. I actually paid, I don't know what I paid for that. Not a lot, Chinese. So I got that in my near future too. And I didn't get my Prime. I don't know if I'm going to try one more time to get Prime or if I'm giving up.
Well, there's supposed to be a Lego one coming out. I think it was next month, is what the leaks
I
are
thought that
saying.
got shot down. Is that
No, we're
are we
getting more
still hearing
details
it's
on
real?
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It seems pretty real.
I hope so. I want it. I mean, because the one I was trying to get was 2,800 to 3,200 pieces. But 3 different sellers over the last 12 months have screwed me. So it's like, anyway, thanks for hanging. We're done.
No
This
problem.
is
Thanks for
the
having me.
longest one in a while. I don't know. I'm just digging this. This is pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Pretty cool. When I am done though, I'll take close-ups. People are asking me about the chrome. It's not perfect. I will show what it honestly looks like, and then I'll show how I fix it. And then I'll probably show how people can make their own chromed pieces like this if they want to do their own. Because you can do it. Actually, you can probably do a better job of it yourself for about $4. Make your own. Actually, you could do that with any Lego parts if you're really good.
Mhm.
Anyway, we're out of here. Peace.